Hello friends, welcome to my channel Latest Andrew, and in this tutorial you are going to learn the importance of category component under the intent filter of an activity. So why category component is most important part as your intent filter component, that I am going to tell you about this concept. So I am going to create a new project here. Okay, suppose I am name it as adding categories. And it seems that I think that my computer is slow here, or it hangs sometimes, but my project is going to build here. I am skipping this task because you can do it yourself. Basically, category component of an intent filter under an activity can provide that activity security, because in many times your activity can invoke by any other activity, but when you get some categories or set an intent as a category, then you can save your specific application by calling an unauthorized access of any other application's activity. So let's create a new activity. I am going to create an empty activity name as main2 activity. See that. So my second activity is going to load or build here, and now it is almost ready to execute. Okay, now it is ready to execute. Okay, so let's move on our first application. Here I am going to change in my user interface, and here I am going to modify this XML or design interface XML file of the main activity, which is my first activity, as a launcher, and I am going to change its layout as relative layout, and I am going to add a button here. Button, wrap content, Android text, suppose next, and I am going to set its position on the layout center horizontal, and on the layout center vertical, and I am going to add an attribute on click to fire the method move page, which is located on my source code of the first activity. So let's create this move page method, public void move page with a parameter view object. It seems that view is not imported here. I am importing by pressing Alt Enter. So let's create an intent object. It seems that intent is not imported here, so I am also importing the intent class under my first activity. So let's initialize that intent object by its constructor by passing an action. Okay, I am not declaring the action in my second activity under the Android manifest.xml. So let's declare intent filter as its minimum requirement to implement an activity in the Android manifest.xml under the application. So you need to implement or express or write what you say the minimum requirement to represent an intent filter by the two element action and category as its minimum requirement, and set its action, or sorry, that means your second activity's action as the package name of this activity followed by its class name. I am just copying the package name, and then dot, under this dot you should write the class name of that activity, that is main to activity, and then you need to create a built-in category. That's why every activity can invoke the second activity, and then you need to action here that you use on the intent filter under the main to activity in the Android manifest.xml file, so that your DVM can find the specific action in that Android manifest.xml file and going to launch that launch that activity. So let's start our activity with that intent object. So let's run our project. I am going to run my project and by the installed Genymotion software, a Genymotion emulator. You can also run your project in your mobile phones also by USB cable. So sorry, my project is running here. I am skipping this process to minimize my video tutorial. Now my application is installing in my emulator and launching here, and let's click on the next button, and you see that this is my second activity. So let's add some category on my second activity. You can add many categories under your second activity. I am add an category here, that is its package name, and I am going to create an category under this package, suppose app. You can create different name, or you can name it your own, or you name it some variable or anything in any directories. You can create any category, okay, or you can create multiple category under this intent filter. So let's see the importance to declare this category. By declaring this category, you can group that activity or many activities. If you want to use the same category in many activity, then you can use it, and thus you can grouping these activities, okay, or this grouping can also helps you to provide the security of that activities. How we see that? So I am going to move my second activity here. I am going to add a condition here to load our design interface, that is this activity receives the intent from the first activity by using the getIntent method, and this activity can use the category of that intent by the method getCategories, and I am convert these categories into the string format by using the method toString, and Next I am checking its category is means its category is under this package is stated here as no, yes or not. Okay, if he set it under this package, then this condition is going to execute and there is no problem to load your second activity. But if you not set these categories, then it can gives you an error, runtime exception. So let's run our app without that categories in the main activity. So I am building my I am building my applications or my whole project, and Android Studio installing this application and launching here in the simulator. And let's click on the next button. Then you see that your project gets an exception because it is unable to load. It is means your second activity is unable to load its user interface as you don't add an category under this intent. So you need to add an category under this intent with that specific category. If you add that specific category, then you can able to access or load the design interface under that second activity. So I am add this category here, and let's run our project again. Now see, my project is launching here, and let's click on the next button and then see that your second activity is going to load its user interface or layout very easily. That's not problem. So that's why you can get the security or provide the security in your activity by using the category component under your intent filter of your specific activity. Or you can also grouping your many activities by using this category. So now you see that what's the importance or basic importance of category component under the intent filter. So if you like my videos, please like, comment and share, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, or you can also click on the bell icon for latest notification from my channel. In the next video tutorial, we are going to learn about the another two types of intents depending on time, because one intent which is going to execute its task in proper time, and another intent can also execute task with depend upon you. Because suppose you get some notification from an WhatsApp application because your friends message you, but you are busy to see that notification, then your pending intent works with that specific notification and waiting for you to display that notification. So pending intent is basically used to display notification purpose. Okay, so let's follow our tutorial. You can follow our tutorial for more learning, and please do that for your learning. that I told you, like, comment, share and subscribe. So stay happy, stay cool. Please like my videos if you like this tutorial, and goodbye.